Hi, this is Moe at Global Changer with a tutorial on how to use the CO2 Calculator tool within the Climate Control Center. Let's start by looking at a completed example. Right here we have an action called Install a Photovoltaic System. And when I click on it, I see that the budgeting section has already been filled, and the savings of CO2 equivalents per year amount to 315 tons. Right here, I can access the CO2 Calculator tool, but before we do so, we need to do one thing once and for all in the Climate Control Center, which is to head back to Assessment, to calculation data, and input our emission sources here. We do this once so that we can have unified calculations across all of our sites. Right here we have electricity Germany inputted. We can do this location-based or market-based as we need. We also have natural gas Germany, but we can also add, for example, raw materials we use in production, such as a kilogram of aluminium, but all kinds of other measures. For example, even a kilometer driven with a specific vehicle. Once we have this done, we can go back to the roadmap and, for example, create a new action attributed to a category as well as to a scope. But in this case, I'm going to use this action here that I have already duplicated for our example. Now I can use the budgeting section again, and by clicking on this icon here, I can open the CO2 calculator. There's three ways to calculate. First, using an efficiency model. In this case, it could be that we're going from conventional lighting to LED. Second, substitution, which could be that we are substituting one emission source for another, in the case, for example, of replacing a gas boiler with a heat pump, going from gas to electricity. And finally, own electricity generation, which applies to our example right here with the photovoltaic system. So I'm going to select this one. And it's going to ask me which emission source is concerned. In this case, it's the electricity Germany. And let's assume in our example that our photovoltaic system will generate 1 million kilowatt hours of electricity per year. Sorry, I put 1 0 too many here. And that we can consume 75% of our own production, which gives us 315 tons of CO2 equivalents per year. Now, with the click of one button, Use on Action, we not only apply this to this action, but it's also going to be reflected everywhere in the Climate Control Center, such as in our reduction roadmap and all insights and dashboards. This is how you use the CO2 Calculator tool in the Climate Control Center. You might have seen that there's a second calculator tool right beneath it called the Financial KPIs. This is based on a method called the Valeri method, or also the norm EN17463, and there will be another video on this channel explaining how to use this. Thank you so much for watching.